we've got a little digital timer to have a look at. So let's get it out of the box and take a look. Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Mike Makes It. Today we're looking at a digital timer that's been supplied by Bluekin. We'll take it out of the box and have a little look what we got. Charger cable, the actual device, and a single book of words. English on both sides, full description of how you use the device. Very easy to understand. Got a little plastic film on the front. We'll peel that off. There we go. A little bit reflective for the camera, but I'll try to keep it not shiny for you. Basically, digital timer, count up, count down. USB-C charger cable comes with it. We can plug that in, just see how we're getting on. As with most things, it'll show a red light when it's charging and a green light when it's fully charged. On the side, we'll show you the controls. It controls both sides and on the top. Hope you can see those. Basically, on the bottom, on the left-hand side, you've got, I believe it's a 4-position switch. You've got off. First setting is a dim brightness. Second setting is full brightness. If you go to power saving mode, which is a top setting, this display will stay on for approximately 10 seconds, then it'll shut off. But pressing any of the buttons on the top won't alter the function, i.e. counting up, counting down, but it will re-enable the display. So we'll put it on the normal brightness for the demonstration purposes. On the side, when your time is achieved, you've got a few choices here as well. You've got a vibration mode, you've got a silent mode but the display flashes, you've got a siren mode but dim. Well, I say dim, it's quiet alarm going off, and the top position you have the alarm at maximum volume. So you've got a few functions to play with on there. So we'll put it on the maximum sound output, maximum brightness. Right, so let's run through the functions. Press the start button on the top and it'll simply act as a count up timer, and that's what we'll do. And it'll say it'll count up to nearly 10 hours, so you've got a good period of time there should you need a count up timer. Most people will want to use it for, like, for instance, egg timer, so you're going to use the countdown timer. So what we'll do, we'll clear the display by pressing it twice, so we've reset it basically. Now let's pretend we want to set it to 30 seconds. You press the second button. Keep your finger on it, it will go forward quicker. You can't back it off, I don't believe. You can't go from 30 seconds to 29, 28. So if you overshoot, you've had it, but you're going to have to go all the way around again. But we'll set it to 30 seconds. We'll press start. Arrow down is counting down. As you can clearly see, it's counting down to 0. And when it gets to 0, it'll fire off the alarm. Depending on what position you've got it set to, it'll either vibrate, flash, or give you two different levels of tone. At any time you can press any button to pause it. You haven't got to press the start stop button, any button to pause it. Then you need to press the start button again to increase the count or to start the count off again. If you hang on a second, you'll hear the alarm. This is maximum sound. That's the quiet mode. You may just about be able to hear that. I can hear that. You've got the flashing display when the alarm goes off, or the vibrate mode. Not sure you can hear that, but it is vibrating away there. So if that was on the side next to your eggs boiling away, you should be able to hear that. I'd probably go with the volume, the blipper noise, although the flashing display does attract your attention. And you may have noticed there also, it's still counting up, so you know how long you've burnt your cakes for effectively if it's gone over your time. So press any button on the top to stop the alarm, and you're left with that time on there. Now you press clear and away you go. So yeah, if you want to do 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second, it's fairly straightforward. 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second, and that's exactly what we got on the display. Press start, off it jolly well goes. If you turn them over, you've got a little reset button hidden under the hanging strap, if you want to call it that. So there's different ways to mount this. I'll show you in a sec. Button on the back, press that should the display ever freeze or hang up or anything glitchy happens. If it's probably getting low on batteries, I'm not sure if it shuts off at a certain voltage or whether it carries on going down and down and down, and it might glitch on you. So certainly would be a time to charge it then. But there is a reset button, which is good. As I've shown you, there's a hanger, so you could put it on the wall on a little nail there. You've got a bail that pulls out, so it could sit quite nicely on your side of the cabinet next to whatever you're cooking or baking. And it's magnetic. You've got 4 magnets, which are fairly strong. I'm not sure it's strong enough to hold this just with 2 magnets on one side. However, if you've got a nice steel fridge, it will stick very well to that. So what else can I tell you about it? It's $9.99. It's from our friends at Bluekin on Amazon. I shall put all the links in the description. This one is called a blue gradient or gradient blue display. There are other displays available. There's about 5 colours in all. You've got the normal blue, continuous blue, if you want to call it that, not graded. Red, green, I think there's a white, but there will be links in the description so you can go and have a look, and they range from $9.99 upwards. We'll just plug it in the charger, just so I can show you the red and the green light. But most products come like that. They're pretty standard. Red when it's charging and green when charged, and there you go. You can see the red light glowing away there. It is quite bright. I don't have a time for how long it'll charge up. Could depend on your charger, of course. I suspect it will last a fair while. I'm afraid without setting it down and testing it, I couldn't tell you the length of time the battery will run for. But it'd be in the magnitude of hours. So you should be pretty good if you're baking a cake or cooking some eggs there. But yeah, that's the timer from Bluekin. Nice little handy timer, keep around the kitchen or in the garage or wherever you want to set a timer. But yeah, I hope you found that interesting, and thanks for watching Mike Makes Here.